And the main thing I will be addressing today is the whole masculine, feminine energy shit. I see. These motherfuckers don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. First and foremost, masculine and feminine energy has nothing to do with gender. Masculine energy does not mean you're a man. Feminine energy does not mean you're a woman. It does not correlate, and it especially doesn't relate to gender roles. Just because you're a housewife doesn't mean you're in your divine feminine energy. People will hear something they haven't really heard before. For example, I would say the whole divine masculine feminine energy shit came around this time last year. And then it only takes one viral video to put out this information, and then it spreads. And then you just get a bunch of simpletons who are making content about something they don't even know about. When I was 20, my mum brought up the concept of feminine energy to me when I was in a relationship. Because I was describing some problems, and she said, you know, it pays to sometimes be in your feminine energy, allowing. And because I had no idea what she was talking about, I said to her, this is so anti-feminist, Mom. This is so anti-feminist. I can't believe you would say something like this in the 21st century. And I feel like this is a lot of what TikTok is saying online, because now we have the argument going around saying that feminine energy thing is just setting women back. But the only reason we see it as setting women back is because of the misinformation. Nothing to do with the patriarchy, nothing to do with sexism. It's because you guys made it about that. Because you didn't take the time to actually read what it's about. So, I'm gonna bring up a little chart for you here. Now, before we begin, get out of your head that masculine equals man and feminine equals woman, okay? We all have masculine and feminine energy inside of us, okay? Ideally, it would be balanced, but it's not balanced. Sometimes we're more in our masculine energy, sometimes we're more in our feminine. For example, CEO of the company, he will need to tap into that creative feminine energy sometimes, even though he may be in his dominant, he or she may be in their dominant mask energy because they're like, you know, leading a fucking company. Perhaps if this CEO could not tap into their feminine creative side every now and then, or their feminine compassionate side, they would not be the best leader as well, because now they can't be creative and they can't relate to their employees or be the best compassionate boss they can be. But also, if they're not tapping into their masculine enough, which is being a leader, being dominating, initiating, goal-oriented, then you can see the company's going to flop. So do you understand now the importance of balance between these energies? All of these videos, not only is there misinformation going around, but a lot of these creators, they're putting down women for not being in their feminine energy. If your man doesn't support you and you're paying for everything, or you're paying it all, you're a clown and you're not in your feminine energy. Did you know that there are no rules to dating and there are no rules to life? Did you know that some women may want to actually be the breadwinner? I know, shocking. So one of my friends, okay, she's beautiful, used to be a model. She's been in a really long-term relationship, about to get married actually, and her partner is very successful, super successful. But guess what? He actually wants to be a stay-at-home husband and she wants to be the breadwinner. Perfect dynamic. It works for them. They like it. Yet there's people on TikTok who would probably see her life and ridicule her. Oh my god, why do you want to be the breadwinner? We as women should not be the breadwinners. There's literally no rules. It works for them. They are happy. They are happy and so successful. They live a great life. A great life these internet misinformed keyboard warriors would die to have. Likewise, these energies are always changing. For example, when I'm with some of my friends, my more like masculine energy friends, aka the ones who lead, when I'm with them, I would say I fall more to my feminine. So I let them plan. I'm in this receiving. Maybe I'm even more quiet because it's like balancing out. And then I have other friends who are the opposite. They're more in the femme. They're like very receptive, etc. And then I'm the one that ends up taking the lead in those situations. And even I like start to talk differently. It's just this balance. And when you start to understand energy, you will see it. It's all about balance, right? And especially in relationships, it's important that you find a compatible partner that will balance out that energy. So maybe you are more masc. Then you will want a partner that is more in their feminine energy. Sometimes the woman can be the divine masculine and the man can be the divine feminine. The key to success when dealing with energy is knowing when to be able to tap into it. For example, being a mother requires a lot of nurturing, right? You have to be caring. You have to be really in touch with this feminine energy now, because you have children. If you're in your masculine energy as a mother, the children are not going to feel cared for. Even a father, he has to tap into that feminine energy more. When both energies are compatible with each other and they're in balance, they're in harmony, that is when you're going to reap the most rewards. For example, the feminine energy that is nurturing and caring and supportive, it can help the masculine energy accomplish things, be more goal driven, more strong and confident, because they have that support. They lean on each other. And like I said, it doesn't matter if the woman is the divine masc or the man is the divine feminine. It really doesn't matter. There's no right or wrong, and there's no rules. And it really just annoys me when I see these creators who are so misinformed ridicule other people for not following what they're saying.
Bitch, we don't want the recipe to your mom peach cobbler, bitch.
Relationship dynamics are different for every single couple. You know why? Because every person is different. Everyone's energy is different. There is like no rule book you can follow. Talk about yin yang. Yin energy is feminine and yang is masculine. Balanced, right? Yin. Patient, passive, internal energy, introspection, compassion, yielding, nurturing, soft, creative. Feminine energy is creative. CEO of the company, he will need to tap into that creative feminine energy sometimes, even though he may be in his dominant, he or she may be in their dominant masc energy because they're like, you know, leading a fucking company. Perhaps if this CEO could not tap into their feminine creative side every now and then, or their feminine compassionate side, they would not be the best leader as well, because now they can't be creative and they can't relate to their employees or be the best compassionate boss they can be. But also they may, if they're not tapping into their masculine enough, which is being a leader, being dominating, initiating, goal oriented, then you can see the company's going to flop. So do you understand now the importance of balance between these energies? Also, in regards to the whole dark feminine, dark late feminine, whatever, I'm pretty sure the internet made this up. I'm pretty sure TikTok made this up. And then they'll put a photo of a girl with like dark hair and they'll be like, dark feminine aesthetic. You for real? Simpletons, absolute simpletons. I actually deleted TikTok and I will be uploading on there, but I'm just posting and going. But yeah, I don't consume TikTok. And when you take a long break from the app and you come back, you'll see how stupid it is. Like sometimes I open it and I can't believe the way people are thinking. And the misinformation is just so apparent. And it's not just isolated to this whole masculine, feminine energy dynamic. Because think of it this way. If you're an avid TikTok user, you're scrolling through maybe hundreds of TikToks every single day. And these hundreds and these TikToks, they're just made by ordinary people. Ordinary people who probably are not experts in their field or have that much knowledge. And just because a TikTok goes viral or it has a lot of likes, it does not mean it's correct. It could literally just be 1 million simpletons liking that TikTok, because the algorithm decided to show it to a bunch of simpletons who are also uneducated and misinformed. This goes back to one of my other videos on this channel where I talk about how you have to really think critically about everything that you consume online. Also, if you guys want to learn more about masculine and feminine energy, because, you know, I didn't really dive too deeply into it, watch channels like Leo, Alexandra, or Aaron Dowdy, or Osho, or Sadhguru, because I just wouldn't take advice from like a 14-year-old that's posting dark feminine energy aesthetic videos on TikTok and then they're trying to teach you about it. Do your own research for everything. Like, take everything with a grain of salt, and especially don't believe everything you see on TikTok, because remember, a video could have 1 million likes, but those 1 million likes does not mean that information is true. It could just be 1 million simpletons liking it.